So who's ready? Who wants to begin?
Well, I'll start in this way. I don't have words chosen,
Okay.
but I'm in the middle of trying to start a poem I've had in mind for some time,
Okay.
and I'm having a little trouble getting started.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'd like some language that could become axiomatic or galvanic inside that poem that can magnetize some other language, some other tropes,
Mm-hmm.
that could help me get that made.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I need to do, because I'm almost done with my book. I've got to have it done by the end of September to get it to the person who's going to print it, and I want to finish this manuscript desperately.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like some language for that, a couple of words even.
Mm-hmm.
The poem that I have in mind is about, it's funny when I thought she said her daughter's name was Willow, this was going to be even more important, but the poem is about Willow Rosenberg's resurrection spell that brings Buffy back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very powerful sort of image system in the program.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a very powerful sort of narrative about the familial grief, although this is a family that's constituted by friends, essentially. I mean, one of the interesting things that happens on the show is that family members die, or their irreality becomes made manifest, and all that's left are these friends.
Thank God.
I know, and they kind of constitute this family. And this is
like the story of high school anyway.
Yeah,
especially
right?
counter subculture of
Right,
high school.
right, right. And this is the major trope in the book, in my own book anyway. So, I'm sorry, I know you're in the middle of watching it. I'm giving some things away.
No, yeah, you really spoiled this for me.
I know. You're welcome.
This is probably the last time we hang out.
I was going to say, it's it for us, isn't it? Well,
I think my word's going to be au revoir. But I have time to think about that, so you didn't charge me for that, did you?
Right, yeah,
No, yeah. So far, the meter is not running.
Right.
Okay, all right.
First of all, it's worth it to lose you as a friend. I'm going to get
No,
$2 worth of fucking words here, man.
Yeah, it's true. No, fair enough.
No, so that's what I've got.
Okay, it's interesting. And you're thinking about a phrase that's going to...
Or even a word or two. They
A
become
word or two.
magnetic, you know, that could draw other language towards it.
Mm-hmm. 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 And you're thinking about a word or phrase that is innocuous, or that has some lights around it?
Lights, for sure.
Lights for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oversaturated.
Oversaturated.
As the prosaic, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was wondering. Okay, good.
I definitely want the Sharpie, by the way.
Of course. Okay. And anything that you had on your mind already that we could work with, or you want me to
I would like you to
throw some things
yeah,
out?
Yeah, yeah.
First word that came to mind when you said extravagant,
Mm-hmm.
in this case, was opulence,
Uh-huh.
because I like the Gothic. It has this kind
Sure.
of like Gothic thing I like. But I like, and when you didn't, when I wasn't sure you wanted something so grand, I like the repetition of this idea of all that's left.
Right?
Which I'm just quoting you when you said all that's left are these friends.
I like that, though.
Because
I do like that.
All that's left is, a nice beginning.
Sure.
And I like the way you could kind of cast this whole apocalyptic.
I do like that. Mm-hmm. And that's
not
in
too
the
bad.
tenor. That's in the tenor of the poem, for sure. I've used opulence twice in the manuscript already, so probably
You've
not
used
again.
opulence twice.
And you know
Wow.
that.
Huh? Yeah.
And you know that.
Yeah.
You might have to
'Cause I
name
really-
the damn thing.
I know.
Yeah, right.
I just really like the word, so I'm very sensitive to over using words I'm really attracted to.
Ooh, now I'm curious about what other words you use more than once.
I know I have to think about that.
You know, the more I'm thinking in my mind of all that's left, there's something about it that is slightly Edwardian, even though it is a very simple phrase, too.
Yeah.
Like it's something kind of potentially...
It is really good, actually.
There is also,
about
of course, a great spirit of doom around it because it's messianic and it's like the time that remains. or
Sure,
something. So
exactly.
there is like sort of an eschatological
Right.
As there should be.
end of the world for Buffy.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, she's the messianic figure. I mean, here she's kind
Don't,
of.
please
yeah.
don't say it anymore.
Yeah. You know what's up, man.
I know. But let's not.
Should we try that with a marker?
Yeah.
Or should we keep thinking?
No, I want that.
All right.
That's right.
Do we like it? Do you want to make decisions about how it's going to look? You want me to make decisions?
I think I would actually like it pretty big
Pretty
across
big.
the middle of the page.
Landscape.
So I can have it on my wall.
Landscape,
Yeah.
big, across the page.
Yeah.
Script
Uh,
or print.
print.
I'm gonna give you both. Sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Now hold on to that for a
Okay.
minute.
I think I should buy Sorry About Bunking for You.
That's a pretty great phrase.
I know, it is a great phrase.
Yeah. My birthday's coming up too. So
Oh,
that'll
yeah,
be a really nice birthday.
I want that too for Brandon. I do.
I got some gift certificates for friends for their birthday.
Oh, that's right. That's really great.
No, wait a minute. I don't like the A. See, this is
So it's not
this
true,
has
Rob.
changed.
See?
This has changed. It's true that sometimes I don't like the placement. I'm getting a little more particular. So I'm not I don't know if I'm getting. If it has to do with this.
That's less to make it like a beautiful art object than just craftsmanship. You know, pride in your own work.
Pride in my own work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would.
Now,
That's nice.
now they're both nice. I like that a lot. There's something a little more innocent maybe about
Yeah.
that.
I like
But
that one better.
I do too. I like that one
This
better.
really looks like somehow. It looks like an artifact from a conceptual art show. More than this, just in my mind.
Well, is it because part of it because the word left is on the right side of the page?
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well you could throw this one away. You're not getting charged for it.
Uh huh.
And then this one, and I put the stamp on the front. Usually I put the stamp on the front, but I always ask. You could have the stamp on the back. You could have no stamp at all. That's up to you. You could have it in the middle. You could.
I think no stamp.
No stamp.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not offended. Okay, now you get a receipt, and that you'll get your stamp there anyway.
Right.
So,
Can you take the American Express?
I'm sorry, no cash only.
Okay, that's fine.
I
And
tried to
PayPal.
order takeout and
No.
no, I
No.
got really like no.
No, you got reprimanded.
I did. I got reprimanded.
Yeah.
You uncharacteristically
Oh, wow.
lost your sense of humor.
No, it was a long day at the office.
It was like calling for takeout after hours.
Okay, 3 words, and it's not. You get a little bit of a, there's a contraction there,
Right.
which are free.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, contractions, punctuation, they're all free.
They're free.
Punctuation's free. I had someone get 2 quotes, just 2 sets of quotes.
so
And
they're
there was no
for
charge.
free.
Yeah, that was sneaky.
With the lanyard.
Yeah, very sneaky.
What?
Okay, all
Free
that's
gift.
left.
What's the word you said?
Lanyard.
Lanyard.
Lanyard. I always say it wrong, of course.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what that.
I don't even know if I can say it.
There you are.
Very good.
Now
And
you can have a folder or an envelope.
Maybe like that.
envelope, please.
Depends
Have you ever
on
heard this
how
word?
you're traveling.
You know, I
Envelope
this
it
idea of
is.
free gift is funny, right?
It's
And
sort of,
then somebody said, "Oh yes, a lanyard," that years ago. So then I went to
and it's like a French Creole. Sort of,
exactly.
right?
French
Yeah.
Creole word.
Sure.
Oh. So, of United States order.
Well, perhaps, or if it's, I don't know if it's French
Or
originally. Yeah.
nice, hybrid.
This is a lucky $50 that's been passed around.
Oh, that's right.
As long as you're gonna try to pass that off at my shop.
No, I would never.
They're not heavy folder. Get one more stamp for that.
Perfect.
Getting the most out of my stamp.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
the thing.
Lovely.
I
Thank
paid
you,
for
Rob.
it. You're so welcome.